Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to Jetpack. Oh man, you have no idea just how long I've been waiting to say that. Okay, so for those of you who haven't watched my update video with the Chips Challenge stuff, or haven't read the message that I left on my channel, here's what's been going on. I'm going to have to relearn how to do this because it's been so long. Okay, I think I got it. So that's... Whoa, okay, that could have been bad. Okay, so here's what's been going on. Basically, the reason why I haven't really been able to record videos lately is because I have this crazy... I didn't even realize that guy was there. Okay, we're going to really be on our toes here. Oh, and we've got only one life left. Or, well, two including this one, I guess, but still. Anyway, I have this surge protector, right? And it's great. It's saved my butt on countless occasions. I love it to death. But I love it so much that the battery has run out, or at least it was in the process of running out. And it basically incessantly beeps like crazy, and it does so at random times. Like, there's no real indication of when it's going to happen, it just happens. So I've had to deal with this random beeping going off in my room all the time, and it's not just my computer that's connected to it, there's lots of stuff connected to it, so it's not like I can just disconnect it. Without any consequences. I basically have like lights connected to it. I've got other things going on, so I really need to leave it on. I mean, that's kind of a must. Well, long story short, the reason why I can't really record is because I really don't want this beeping that goes on for 2 minutes to affect my videos. Now, you all know, that my watch sometimes makes noise when I record. Yeah, this is way worse than that watch. It is crazy. Whoa, okay, this is kind of a little bit tricky with the sliding things. But, yeah, long story short, it's just a real mess, and can we make it? Yes, we made it. This is bad. I feel like I shouldn't have... No! At least we got another life out of it. Well, not really, because we're back to where we were. You know what? I'm not going to go for that gold. I'm not. It's not worth it. So, at that point, I had to make a decision. And I was kind of getting caught up in some other projects anyway, and I thought, you know what? Now's the perfect time to just kind of take a little bit of a hiatus until I can get this thing replaced, because I really don't want this thing to affect the videos. And the thing about this game is that it's only got one save file, and... what if I need to re-record something because this thing goes off and just affects stuff in a way that's just really annoying for the video? So I thought, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and get a new one, and once I get the new one, I'll start recording again. And sadly, it took a little longer than I was hoping, but I finally got it today. I hooked everything up to it, and it has not caused any problems so far, thank goodness. So, yeah, I think things are finally back on track. We don't have to worry about annoying beeping or anything anymore. We can go back to, hopefully, daily videos. I'm going to try to make that a reality. So, hang on tight, and we'll see where the ride goes from here. I will get this gold. You won't get any argument out of me from there. Oh, wow. Wow, that was close. Whoa. Okay. Whew. I gotta catch my breath with a level like this, man. This is like really tight and everything, and it can be very disconcerting. Okay, yeah. The reason why I recorded the video about Chips Challenge level design, as I explained in that video, was because that's one that I could easily re-record if something goes wrong. And at that point, when I recorded, I was like, even if it does, I'll let you guys hear the beeping. Thankfully, it didn't happen, but... yeah, it's all over now, so I apologize once again for the delay, but break is over, and now we can get back to recording stuff, so hooray, and hopefully I won't die going for this. Oh, no, I know that's optional, but still, I really, really wanted to go for that. Anyway, about this level. This level actually has a bit of a special significance for me. I haven't mentioned it yet, but you might remember that at the beginning of the LP I mentioned the demo of the game that I played at my friend Brian's house. I don't really know how many levels it had. I'm guessing maybe 10, because the full game has 100 levels, so 10 would be kind of a perfect number, or maybe I'm just kind of OCD, but this was the 10th level, and we never got past it. because level 9 was excruciatingly hard. Like, really hard. And no, we haven't seen level 9 yet in this game. It's coming up, and we'll see it when we get there. And for those of you who know this game inside out, I think you might know what level I'm referring to. It's coming very soon. But this was the 10th level, and we never really saw what was after this. If there was a, hey, buy the full game here message, or, you know, something like that, it would have been cool, but sadly it never happened, so it's a bummer. I will get those vases that are on the upper tier, though, because I do like getting lots of points that will hopefully lead to extra lives. Good. Okay, this is a lot less close than... Oh, really, missile or ladder thing? That now we're down to the last life. Okay, sorry guys, I got to get my groove back on here. I haven't played for a while. I mean, there's been so many things that have happened since the last video. I've taken the time that I've had since I wasn't able to record anymore. I've taken the time to do some Chips Challenge stuff and optimize some levels, which I haven't done much optimization in the Chips Challenge world recently until just the last few weeks, so it was kind of nice to do that, but I think it's perfect that now I can record again because I was kind of getting tired of it. Optimization, that is, not recording. I've been looking forward to doing this. Let's see, I'm going to go get that gem right now. There we go. Oh, whoa, I didn't even see him there. Wow, I was just so focused on getting down to the bottom there, I did not see that missile at all. Wow. That could have ended really badly. And yeah, I could let the ball in over here, but honestly, that would just be way too risky. There we go. Now we made it. Alright. Oh, we got a life. Sweet. Alright, I didn't even notice that. Okay, let's get this fuel. There we go. We're up to near full. Alright. I really like the aesthetic of this level. I know I've mentioned like countless times I really like that whole stone line brick wall thing. This level does it so well. I love it. Okay, I think I'm gonna go in... Not now. I gotta get the timing on this just right. Oh, no! And I died by that one? Oh, come on. This level really isn't that bad. After all, it's all in the title. It says it's amazing, right? Yeah, I know. That was a terrible joke. Okay. I really want that extra life, but I'm beginning to wonder if it's really worth it at this point. So one of the things I haven't mentioned yet that's in the new Jetpack is that the extra life statue kind of serves as a collectible that you can get achievements on. Or rather, there's kind of like a tiered system like in Angry Birds and stuff like that. It's like bronze, silver, and gold in this case. And I think in order to get the golds, like people who create levels can set their own goals for each tier. But I'm pretty sure that one of the things that you can set, I think there's 2 or 3 goals that you could set for each level. One of them is to collect a statue. I think there's also like a hidden talisman kind of thing that you can also go for as well. And by hidden, I mean something that's literally invisible or like inside it. Aww. Game over. Oh well, we tried. Let's go back and do it again. By the way, if you want, I think I had someone ask this in the comments, and I forgot to get back to you, but they were asking how do you restart from a save game. You hit F4, and that cycles through the 2 different starting points for a game. You can start in order from the beginning. You can start from whatever position you want. You can play whatever level you want. And start from there and go in order. You can play random levels. There's different options, so just hit F4 to cycle through all of them. Alright, sorry we haven't really gotten past this level yet. I know it's kind of boring to watch the same level over and over again, but since we are watching the same level over and over again anyway, let's go ahead and talk about what's been going on outside the world of gaming and LPing. A lot of stuff has been happening in my life, and I'm kind of glad it's kind of happened during the point where I haven't been making videos, because it's been a crazy last couple of weeks. Not in the sense that I've had, like, traumatic stuff happen. It's just a lot of unexpected stuff has happened, and I'm the kind of person that kind of throws me off, you know? I know it's kind of silly, but I do kind of value predictability. You know, that's kind of one of my weaknesses in a way. I can be rather unflexible. And two major things have happened. One of them is that we've... yeah, I should have known that wasn't going to work. One of them is that we've gotten snow here in Longview. Yeah, it's real snow here in East Texas. Crazy. It almost never happens. And it's like maybe just 3 or 4 inches. It's not crazy. But the thing is that because we hardly ever get snow, no one really knows how to drive in it here around the area. So a lot of the schools closed down for the day. Well, on like Monday last week, we had a big sleet storm. And Wednesday was the proper snow day. But Monday, the roads were so sleeted and covered in this icy stuff that, like, we closed down the office. Like, we were like, okay, this is not good driving condition. You do not want to drive in this stuff. It is so bad. In fact, on the way home, I was pretty scared just because I've driven through some snow, but sleet is a different story. I mean, and even in the snow, there are lots of crazies on the road who do not know the first thing about navigating, and yeah, it can be kind of a little bit rough. So we decided to just take the day off, which was really cool. And you know what? I'm just going to go for this and that alone. No more. So we closed down, which was nice, and I got to catch up on some things here at home, which was also nice. But it's just one of those things where, you know, I felt like my schedule was just kind of crazy, you know, it just wasn't the same, and I just didn't know, like, okay, what am I going to do? And I wish I actually could have recorded in that case. I really wish I had everything all ready to go, because I could have done some mass recording then. But the bigger issue, the bigger thing that happened that was a little bit more in the dangerous side of things, was that we had a giant shootout here at my apartment complex. Yeah, it was pretty nuts. So I don't know all the details, but from what I understand, there's a guy here in our apartment complex who's pretty crazy. And he's like maybe 20 years old or so. And from what I understand, the police have had trouble with this guy before. Like, this is not a first-time thing in terms of him doing something weird. I mean, I think this is the first time he's gone completely berserk like this. But from what I understand, like, there's even rumors going around that this guy has connections to terrorists and stuff. I don't know how true they are, but it's pretty crazy from what I understand. And so I don't really know if any of that is actually substantiated or whatever, but basically he wanted to shoot at some cops, and so he tried to lure them out there with a 911 call. Well, lately the cops have been getting a little bit better about monitoring 911 calls and making sure that they're legit emergencies. So what he was doing, according to what I heard, and I'm not sure, again, this is kind of hearsay, so, you know, take this with a grain of salt, but basically what happened was that he called the 911 number, and we got to watch out for the spear there, which I took forever to figure out when I played this as a little kid. He said, I need an officer down here right away, and just hung up the phone. And it was like, okay, that's not really, you know, that just doesn't sound right. Usually you would say what your emergency is when you call 911, right? Well, he didn't say a word about it. So they decided, okay, well, let's call the guy back, you know, using the call history, and see if he can tell us any more about this situation. You know, get some more info out of him before we send someone over there. Because, you know, suicide by cop, that's kind of a big issue these days. And they want to make sure that they're not sending officers into a bad situation where someone's just going to totally shoot at them and stuff. So, in fact, we even had a situation here a few months ago where a girl went into the police station wielding a knife or something, and it was just really disturbing. And, like, they were trying to tase her to, you know, it got to that point where they had to use tasers, and she would not actually be affected by them. And, like, you know, she kept going and going, and finally someone shot her, and it just happened to be fatal, and it was bad. Like, it was a bad situation, and there's been a lot of, you know, distrust of the police. So they've been trying to make sure they handle things better than they have been. And, you know, like I've said in the past, you know, I work for a law firm, and we've had brushes with the police because, you know, there are people who are mistreated by cops. You know, it's a legit issue. And, but, you know, there are people who try to... Okay, I don't see how I'm supposed to get past that. This level's title is no joke. But anyway, this dude, he's calling and not really giving any info. So once they call him back, he basically just says the exact same thing again. I need an officer here right away, no additional info. So they decide to send like 2 officers there just in case something happens. You know, just in case there's something that goes down that's, you know, that's bad. Oh man, these bat bots. Guys, missiles? What? Oh man, this level is... Wow, okay. Well, if you want to do it like that, alright. So, where were we? Oh, that's right. So they send 2 police officers over there, and they don't want to go into the apartment right away, because, you know, what if it's a trap? You know, there could be something bad in there. So they're staking out the place, they're just watching, and he just doesn't like the fact that they're not coming in to see him. So he gets out a gun and starts shooting through the walls of his apartment at the cops. No joke. I mean, it is, like, he's just going nuts with this gun. And they found out later on, apparently, that he was, like, all doped up and high on something. Yeah, like, it was pretty bad. And I think I should have done this originally. I didn't see this here exactly. Oh, really? You've got to be kidding. How am I supposed to evade this guy? I don't remember how I solved this. You know, what I'm thinking, maybe I need to go into the treasure room and get him in there. Maybe that's it? Okay, you stay up there. Okay, there we go. I guess you can use the leading... like the way it's programmed such that, you know, he goes into another alcove even though you're not in that one. Okay, so where were we on this story? I've forgotten now. I feel like I'm getting distracted by telling this story and it's not good for the gameplay, so I'm sorry about that, guys. But anyway, he starts shooting at the police, and it's getting pretty crazy. And I guess we really need to use these teleports, don't we? Yeah, I thought there was like another one, but I guess there's only 2. And, you know, it's getting to the point where they're like, okay, we don't feel safe going inside the apartment, so we need some reinforcements. So they get like a SWAT team and stuff in there, and at this point, I'm just waking up. Like, I didn't even know about any of this stuff going on, and wow, whoa. Okay, wow, that was crazy. I don't think I even need to do the blue one, do I? I guess that might make this a little easier, but still... So I had woken up, and apparently he was doing all this firing and 911 calling like at 6 in the morning or so. So it was pretty early on when the beginning of this was happening, but I didn't hear the gunshots or anything. Like, I was still asleep, which was pretty crazy. I can't believe I actually slept through gunfire like that. And this building where it happened was right next to my apartment. And whoa, guys. You saw that, right? You saw what just happened there? Wow, okay. It is kind of nice when you can get the Batbots together so they kind of act as one entity. Okay, I'm just going to go for it. Okay, I really need that fuel over there. That's kind of a must at this point. That extra life wouldn't hurt either. Okay, let's go for it. Okay, there we go. How am I supposed to dodge the missiles when they're on their way back? That's going to be rough. Okay. Go. Yes, perfect. Let's go for the extra life. Good. Alright. I feel like we're back in business now. So, anyway, I woke up, I'm getting ready for work, right? And I go outside, and there's a robot, like, right across from my car. And I'm assuming that this robot was used to communicate with a guy, like they were trying to send in the robot as a way to, you know, talk to him without sending a real person in there so they don't endanger someone's life. But I didn't recognize that this was like a police thing. I just saw this robot without anything else around. I thought, oh, it's some guy with a robot, and he's playing around with it for fun. That's cool. You know, no big deal. And then I saw that the robot was right next to this mobile command center thing that the police were using, and I thought, uh-oh, something's about to go down. Like, this looks serious. And then there was like another, like a big police SUV nearby with, you know, assault rifle level weapons on it, and I was like, uh-oh, this is really serious. And as I was pulling out of the parking lot, a news van was coming in. There was like another big police SUV with a really big guy driving it. And wait, did I not? Oh, I hit Alt Z, not. Oh well. Whenever I lose a life, if I lose a life here, I remember having a lot of trouble with this level as a kid. I think it was mainly a run out of fuel issue for me. So I'm going to try to be really careful. So I was getting out of the apartment complex on the way to work, and I was like, you know, I'm so glad I'm going to work right now. I do not want to stick around and find out what this is all about, because this looks bad. So I go to work, I get on the news website immediately, and I find out that, you know, there's like this crazy shootout happening. Like, there was over 30 shots fired in this shootout, and the reason why was because this guy was all doped up, and he was like, they were throwing tear gas in the apartment trying to, you know, immobilize him, and he kept going. Like, he would go and throw the tear gas back at the police, from what I understand. Like, it was that bad, where he was just going at it and going at it and going at it and not stopping. Like, it was pretty crazy. And apparently he was also in like some hospital for a mental health issue, and yeah, I was afraid of that. See, I think that was another thing that really gave me trouble with this level, was that the flits or the spikes just kind of bouncing off toward you and you couldn't really escape. So I think what I'll do is I'll phase through the wall I attempt to escape through, and then let the spike out. So after a while, they eventually managed to get a sniper in there, because the situation has gotten so bad that they're like, okay, if this keeps up, someone is going to get hurt. And this guy is not stopping, and, you know, we really need to just take a shot. You know, I don't know if... I wasn't there. I don't know how bad it was. You know, I wish it didn't come to that, obviously. But apparently they thought that, you know, this had been going on for... I mean, they had been there at least for 5 hours. I mean, it wasn't all shooting for 5 hours. I mean, some of it was the attempts at negotiation, some of it was the preparation. But long story short, it was 5 hours of the police being there trying to reason with this guy, and it was going nowhere. And he kept firing back at them, and he had like 3 guns in his apartment. It was crazy. So it got to the point where they're like, okay, we need to do something fast, or someone's going to get hurt here. If not us, then there's going to be another person living at the complex who's going to get hurt here. And we definitely don't want that to happen. I mean, that would just be horrible. So they tried to get a sniper to take a shot at him. Well, it turns out he has a metal frame around his door that shattered the bullet as it went through. And, like, it got to the point where, you know, it wounded him, which is pretty much the ideal situation. I mean, that's kind of what they were hoping for. I don't think they really wanted to kill him. They were trying to just get a shot in there. And, yeah, I'm about to run out of fuel. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, Flitzer, you feeling generous today? Because I don't know if I feel lucky or not, but I really want to get down there, and there's also the missile too, but I really don't want to go for that. Uh-oh. Okay, this is not a good situation, unless a fuel tank just randomly appears here. So, they finally take the guy out with the sniper. Oh, I didn't mean to move to the left. My bad. They take the guy out with a sniper and everything, and he gets taken out by an ambulance. He's still alive, you know, he's not dead or anything, but I mean, it was crazy. I mean, I live in such a quiet neighborhood, and like that kind of thing almost never happens. I mean, at least around here. Now, granted, my city has had some crime issues. There's no doubt about that. I mean, we've had issues like crazy for a while. But around this part of town, that kind of incident almost never happens. Like, that's pretty rare. So, the residents of the complex, they were pretty legit shocked. I mean, like I said, it almost never happens around here. So, I don't know. It just feels like everything just feels so different after this. Like, after there's a big shootout in your complex, everything just doesn't feel the same anymore. I mean, I still like it here. Don't get me wrong. I really do. It's just, yeah, getting that fuel, that's going to be a pain, isn't it? Okay, tell you what. That spike seems to be going in a fairly predictable pattern. Oh, wait. That's not part of the predictable pattern. What am I doing? Okay, the bottom right of that room seems doable. Oh, why did I mistime that? Ugh. So anyway, that's the story behind that. Like I said, I don't really know for sure if he's a terrorist, but somebody, like a bunch of people looked him up after the whole thing started and found his Facebook page, and he was dressed in like ISIS-type garb with a big gun. Yeah, that's not exactly non-suspicious. So, yeah, like I said, I don't know his story, but it just looks strange. And apparently he's got mental health issues, and that's why he was in the hospital. Apparently he left the hospital and just, you know, decided to try to pull this stunt, and not a good situation at all. So, yeah, that's what's been going on in my life lately. Sorry for the kind of weird delivery of that. I'm not very good at playing and talking about something for like several minutes without getting all these little breaks and stuff. Come on, go. Oh wait, no, it turns right, not left. Duh. Tell you what. Oh, really? Oh. That is so... Ugh. This level, I do not like this level. It's been one of those levels that I've always had trouble with. It's just bad. And no, this is not level 9 for the demo. It's not. Okay, come on, Spike. Yes, thank you. Okay, that's what I wanted to have happen. Okay, let's go around and make sure that we spend the half tank of fuel here that we're about to get. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now I think I'm going to go to the left side. We got one of the Flitzer gems. I do appreciate that none of the missile rooms have a gem in them, because if this level required you to get the missiles out of their little hidey holes, oh man, that would just be rough. Okay, I'm going to need to get to that fuel tank pretty fast. Okay, let me just cut through here. I'm trying to route this such that I'm getting gems along the way. That's kind of the optimizer in me, though, but I think it'll be worth it for a level like this. Okay, Spike, I want you to go through this. Tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take care of this first. Oh, whoa. Okay, that was bad. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is... Well, no, the spike's not going that way. I really don't want to do it like this, but... And I don't want to escape through that, because that's a bad route. Okay, go through here. There we go. Okay, good. Now I'm really almost out of fuel. There's no more fuel around here. See, if this level had one of those chargers, that would be so awesome. But these stone blind walls, man, these really don't help because they force you to have to use your fuel, and that kind of messes things up. Also, how am I supposed to get this bat bot? Yep, I'm dead. Oh well, guys, it's game over, but I'm going to go ahead and continue this level in the next video. So, I'm going to stop for now, but if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, and I will see you on the flip side. Thanks again for watching. Again, I'm sorry again for this long wait, but I hope the wait has been worth it, and I hope we can continue on with some new levels in the next video. So until then, take care, and I will see you next time.